Varahamihira was born in 505 CE into a family of Brahmins settled at Kapita, a village near Ujjain. His father, Adityadasa, was a worshipper of the sun god, and it was he who taught Varahamihira astrology. On a visit to Kusumapura, Patna, young Varahamihira met the great astronomer and mathematician Aryabhata. The meeting inspired him so much that he decided to take up astrology and astronomy as a lifetime pursuit. At that time, Ujjain was the center of learning, where many schools of arts, science and culture were flourishing in the prosperity of the Gupta reign. Varahamihira therefore shifted to this city, where scholars from distant lands were gathering. In due course, his astrological skills came to the notice of Vikramaditya Chandragupta II, who made him one of the 9 gems of his court. It is interesting to note as to how Varahamihira got the title Varaha. King Vikramaditya was aghast at the royal astrologer Mihira's prediction. He looked around the well-lit and crowded court and asked in anguish, "Can it be true?" There was no reply. There was pin-drop silence as all were shocked beyond words at the royal astrologer's prediction. Breaking the silence and with full of grief himself, the royal astrologer confirmed the prediction. The position of the planets predicts the death of the prince at the age of 18. Though the king had full faith in his astrologer Mihira, he took every precaution to protect and save his son. But on the predicted day, a boar killed the prince. When the news reached the king, he summoned Mihira to his court and told him, "I am defeated, you have won, you have won." The astrologer was as sad as the king, and he replied, "My lord, I have not won. It is the science of astronomy and astrology that has won." "Whatever it may be, my respected astrologer," said the king, "it has convinced me that your science is nothing but truth, and for your mastery of the subject, I now confer upon you the Magadha kingdom's greatest award, the emblem of the Varaha, boar." So from that time, Mihira came to be known as Varahamihira. Varahamihira was learned in the Vedas, but he was not a blind believer in the supernatural. He was a scientist. Like Aryabhata before him, he declared that the earth was spherical. In the history of science, he was the first to claim that some force might be keeping bodies stuck to the round earth. The force is now called gravity. Varahamihira's main work is the book Pancha Siddhantika. The work, it seems, is a treatise on mathematical astronomy, and it summarizes 5 earlier astronomical treatises, namely the Surya Siddhanta, Romaka Siddhanta, Paulisa Siddhanta, Vasishta Siddhanta, and Paitama Siddhanta. Panch Siddhanta holds a prominent place in the realms of astronomy. It is acclaimed that Pancha Siddhantika of Varahamihira is one of the most important sources for the history of Hindu astronomy from before the time of Aryabhata.